We enter al-Shaab Café, also known as People's Coffee Shop, in the heart of Sulaymaniyah, from a narrow alley that gradually expands the same way ideas and debates do. This cafe gathers Kurdish intellectuals and writers. It is half a century old, and the photos on its walls embody the history of the city that is burdened with repression and death and overflowing with culture and life. When intellectuals used to meet here, the regime of the sole leader used to attack and send them to brutal prisons. This is what was happening during the rule of the Baath party and Saddam Hussein's regime. This university professor said when the Kurdish movement emerged in 1961, intellectuals and rebels from the province used to gather in the cafe. The People's Café, which has been subjected to numerous attacks, is the Kurdish version of Baghdad's Brazilian Café in the 50s and 60s, and the current Shahbandar Café. It covered an area that did not exceed a few square meters at first, but then it started to expand gradually until it reached its current size. There is a joint library in the café that is full of books. They are not for sale, but they are a part of the café's service, pretty much like the heavy Kurdish tea that is served there. In the middle of the cafe, you can find photo frames displaying the pictures of all the interesting people that have been in Sulaymaniyah since ancient times until now.
We deal with all social singularities. We consider outlandish people as a social phenomenon. This is why intellectual and educated people take pictures with them and bring them to the cafe. The stories behind the people's colorful characters are all available at the cafe with the photos.
This cafe did not only resist political oppression and the clients trailing by the authorities before the establishment of the region, but it has also survived the economic recovery that constituted the cafe's first enemy when investors rushed madly upon removing it, had it not been for the decision of the Iraqi First Lady Hiro Khan, the wife of Iraqi President Jalal Talabani.